God says, "It's an emergency. Heartbreaking news is coming to your home. It's very shocking. Don't skip this, and listen carefully before 11:57 p.m. Listen to me now. My child, what I am about to tell you is not a small thing. Do not scroll away. Do not ignore this. If you do, you may miss something so deeply important that your spirit will feel the ache. This is not just a moment. This is a warning from heaven itself. Stay with me until the end. I have something urgent, and your life is about to be touched in a way you were not expecting. This is not random. You are not here by accident. You were brought here because this message was meant to find you before 11:57 p.m. That moment matters more than you know. Comment Amen right now to affirm that your heart is open to what I am about to say. This is a divine emergency. I am the Lord your God, and I do not send warnings lightly. Something painful is approaching. It has already been planned in the shadows, and I am telling you in advance because I love you too much to stay silent. The enemy has crafted heartbreak. There is a shock on its way to your household, and the enemy thought it would destroy you. But I, the Lord, am stepping in to say, not so. I see what you don't. I see the plan. I see the ambush. I see the tears you haven't cried yet, and I am here now to declare you are not alone in this. This is why I need you to listen. What's coming is not just a minor storm. It's the kind of pain that shakes a person's faith, the kind that makes you question everything. But I am revealing it to you now so that you will not be shaken when it knocks at your door. I want your spirit steady. I want your heart guarded. Because I am not going to let this storm have the final word. I am the God who parts seas, who silences lions, who walks in fire with my children. And I will walk through this with you too. Let me say this clearly. What's coming will feel like a hit to your soul. But even before it touches your life, I am already working to redeem it. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I do not sit back and let the enemy write the final chapter. He does not get the pen. He does not get to decide how your story ends. I do. Comment 1111 if you believe I still write miracles into impossible situations. The reason this message found you right now is because something in your life is under spiritual attack. Maybe you've felt it. Restless nights, sudden fears, unexpected conflict, health shifting, strange setbacks. Do not ignore those signs. I am shining light on the unseen. And the heartbreaking news that's been released in the spirit realm was meant to hit you like a wave, but I am standing between you and it. My presence is a wall around your home. My angels are not asleep. They are on assignment. You are not uncovered. This is why I need you alert, awake, in prayer, not in fear, but in faith. I am shaking things, yes, but I am not destroying you. I am exposing what the enemy planned in secret. I am uncovering lies. I am revealing the truth before it gets to your front door. I am the shepherd who goes before his sheep, not behind them. I lead. I guard. I rescue. You do not have to panic, but you must be aware. Hear me now, child. Before the hour turns to 11:57 p.m., I am giving you a chance to shift something in the spirit. I am giving you a moment to stand firm, to shut doors that were left open, to cry out to me before the shaking comes. You may not know exactly what's coming, but your spirit feels the tension. That's me stirring you to watch, to pray, to cover your family, to take your authority back. The battle is spiritual. The heartbreak was designed in darkness, but I expose darkness with light. That's why you're hearing this now. That's why I'm calling you to attention. This is a rescue, not a scare. This is me, your father, pulling you into my arms before the storm makes landfall. It may still come, but when it does, You will not be destroyed. You will not be undone. You will not fall apart like the enemy planned, because you have heard my voice, and my voice brings life. Some of you reading this have been carrying a heaviness you couldn't explain. You've tried to brush it off, but it lingers. You've been saying, "God, something feels off." That is not just emotion. That is discernment. I gave you that feeling. I gave you that knowing. I've been whispering. Now I am shouting. This is the hour to be still and listen. The heartbreaking news the enemy set in motion can be interrupted, but you must not ignore this moment. There are things being shaken loose right now in the spiritual realm. Curses that were placed on your bloodline generations ago are being broken. Attacks meant for your children are being intercepted. And even though the enemy sent bad news to your house, I am delivering a word of warning before it arrives. Because I love you, because I have chosen you, because your story isn't over. Some of you are on the edge of breakthrough and didn't even realize it. That's why the enemy is trying so hard right now. He smells something coming. He sees my hand moving over your future. He sees the blessing forming, the miracle growing, the door about to open, and he is trying to break you before you walk into it. He wants the bad news to make you curse me. He wants the heartbreak to make you give up. But I say this: if you hold on through the shock, I will bring glory from it. My child, do not stop praying now. Do not go silent. Open your mouth and declare my promises. Speak life. Speak protection. Speak peace. Because the words you speak tonight will rise before me like incense. I hear every cry. I see every tear. I collect them. I respond. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. If you've been in a season of delay, if it has felt like everything is getting worse instead of better, know this: it is not over. What looks like heartbreak is the stage I will use to bring healing. What looks like loss is the ground for resurrection. You are not going to lose what I gave you. You are not going to miss your purpose. The news may shake you, but it will not break you. And you're right. The hour is near. What the enemy hoped you would ignore, you are now confronting with faith. That changes everything. Your listening heart is already shifting the atmosphere around you. The heartbreaking news was not designed to strengthen you, it was designed to crush you, to silence your prayer life, to make you question my presence, to make you feel abandoned. But I want you to hear me clearly. I am the God who stays. I do not vanish when the thunder rolls in. I do not leave you alone to face the weight of grief. I sit with you in it. I hold your heart when it trembles. I speak peace when your soul is gasping for breath. Comment 222 if you trust that I am still here and still working, even when things don't make sense. Let me tell you this: the bad news that's on its way was not sent by me. I do not delight in your pain. I do not create suffering to test your worth. That is not my heart. But I will use what the enemy sends for evil and flip it on its head. He will regret ever coming near your house. He will wish he never tried to touch your family, your health, your peace, or your future. Because what he meant to destroy you will become the very thing I use to elevate you. You are protected by covenant. That means the blood of my Son still speaks over you. When the enemy comes looking for someone to devour, he sees the blood, and it marks you as mine. There is a covering on your name. There is a hedge around your home. No weapon formed will prosper, not because you're lucky, but because you're loved, deeply, eternally, fiercely. I have written my name on you. You are not easy prey. You are not forgotten. You are hidden in me. That's why I need you to pay attention. Don't dismiss the spiritual signs. This is not a time to drift through your days. This is a time to rise in discernment. What's coming may feel like a sudden storm, but it didn't surprise me. I saw it before it was even whispered in the dark, and I began preparing a rescue. This warning is part of that rescue. This message is not meant to scare you. It's meant to anchor you. I am your refuge. When the winds come, I am the one who says, "Peace, be still," and they obey. When the fire burns hot, I am the fourth man in the furnace. When the giant mocks you, I am the one who places the stone in your hand. You will not be left without a weapon. You will not walk into this alone. My spirit will go with you and before you. The world may call it heartbreaking news, but in my hands, it becomes a setup for something greater. Now hear this clearly. Some things will have to fall apart so the right things can be rebuilt. Some relationships will break, some secrets will come to light, some walls will crumble. But this is not punishment, it's preparation. I would rather you feel temporary pain now than endure permanent bondage later. I would rather pull the lie out by its root than let it poison your future. What hurts you today may be what saves you tomorrow. You've been asking for breakthrough. You've been crying out for freedom. You've said, "God, do whatever it takes." And now I am. The shaking you feel is part of the answer. I'm not ignoring you. I'm responding. I'm pulling back the veil. I'm removing the comfort of routine so that I can make room for renewal. You may feel like things are falling apart, but they are really falling into place. This is where faith matters. When you hear the news, when the tears fall, when the ground trembles beneath your feet, that's the moment to remember what I said. That's the moment to speak life over your situation. My child, declare my promises even through the ache. Say, "God, I still trust you." Because your trust moves mountains, your faith brings heaven into motion. Your surrender opens doors nothing else can. Some of you are about to receive news that breaks your heart but saves your soul. Some of you are about to lose something that was never meant to stay. But do not cling to what I am removing. Trust that I only take what will hurt you in the long run. And even in loss, I am the God who restores sevenfold. I never leave my children empty. I always come back with more. Comment 333 to declare that your faith is still alive, even through the shaking. You are stronger than you think, not because of your own strength, but because I have been strengthening you behind the scenes. Every storm you've survived was building you for this one. Every battle you've fought was training for this war. Every prayer you've cried in silence was heard. I've been gathering them like seeds, and soon you will see the harvest. Let me remind you, this storm will not break you. This news will not define you. I will still be your healer. I will still be your provider. I will still be the one who lifts you out of the pit and sets your feet on solid ground. You may bend, but you will not break. You may weep, but joy will come in the morning. You may feel weak, but my power is made perfect in weakness. So walk forward with boldness, not because the path is easy, but because I walk it with you. Not because you understand it all, but because you trust the one who does. The time is short, the enemy is angry, but my hand is still mighty, my love is still fierce, and I am still working all things, yes, even this for your good. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The heartbreak that's heading toward your home was meant to knock the wind out of you, but I've already placed my hand on your chest. I've already breathed my life into your lungs. You won't fall the way the enemy planned. The blow will come, yes, but what he didn't expect is that you'd be standing with me. What he didn't expect is that your faith would still be alive. He thought you'd be bitter. He thought you'd give up. He thought you'd break down and never recover. But he forgot who your Father is. You were not made to crumble. You were made to rise. You were made to get back up when life hits hard. Not by your strength, but by mine. I give strength to the weary. I renew those who feel faint. I bring peace where fear tried to take root. I bring comfort when sorrow tries to settle in your bones. I'm not speaking these things just to encourage you. I'm telling you what I am already doing behind the scenes. Comment 555 if you're holding on and believe I'm fighting for you even now. Some of you are about to get a phone call. Others will hear news from a friend, a family member, maybe even from a doctor or a boss, and it's going to hit hard. That moment has already been whispered in the spiritual realm. But the enemy forgot one thing: I go ahead of my children. I stand in the middle of their storms. So while the enemy prepared the bad news, I prepared the healing. While he planned the heartbreak, I planned the breakthrough. My plan is still greater. I see you trying to stay strong. I see the way you keep pushing forward, even when your heart is tired. You've been carrying things no one else sees. You've cried in places no one else knows. But I see it all. I see how the pain has tried to convince you that you're forgotten, that I'm silent, that I'm too far. But I've been closer in this season than ever before. I've been sitting with you in the tension. I've been guarding you from attacks you never even felt. If you could see what I've kept from you, you would fall to your knees in awe. The heartbreak that's coming, it could have been worse. But I stepped in. I rerouted the impact. What the enemy designed to destroy your peace, I have already reshaped. You may feel the wind, but the foundation will stand. Because your life is not built on circumstances. Your life is built on me. Do not be afraid of what's ahead. Yes, it will come. The phone may ring, the words may sting, but they will not define your future. The enemy wants to convince you that heartbreak is the end, but I say, it is the turning point. I say it is the place where I plant new things. The ground may break, but that is how I make room for roots to go deeper. Do not despise the breaking. I am still in control. You've been asking me, why do things feel harder before they get better? And I say this because when I build something strong, I start by tearing down what was weak. You've prayed for strength. You've asked for purpose. You've asked me to lead you. But sometimes leading means removing things that cannot come with you into the next season. The heartbreak is not a detour. It is part of the path. I will use it, even this, to fulfill what I promised. Comment 1212 if you believe I still have a plan for your life, even in the middle of heartbreak. Let me say something to the one who feels forgotten in the crowd. The one who thinks this isn't for them. Yes, you. The quiet one, the broken one. The one who's barely holding it together. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. I see you. I see how you pretend to be okay for others. I see how you carry weight without complaining. I see how you keep giving, even when you feel empty. And I need you to know, I am about to refill you. The heartbreak that's coming won't break you. It will wake you. It will open your eyes to things you've been too afraid to confront. And I will be right there, walking you through every painful step. I won't just speak comfort. I will be your comfort. I won't just promise peace. I will be your peace. I won't just speak love. I will surround you with it. I am your Father. I will never leave you alone in the pain. I know the hours feel long. I know the nights feel endless. But what's happening in the spirit is real. This battle is not just emotional, it's spiritual. That's why it's been so heavy. That's why you've felt confused. It's not just a mood, it's warfare. But my word is your weapon. My name is your shield. My spirit is your strength. You are not empty-handed. You are not exposed. You are covered. So speak my name when the fear rises. Declare my truth when the lies come. Lift your head, even when it's hard. The heartbreak may knock, but it will not own your house. It may try to plant seeds of despair, but I will not let them take root. You belong to me. Your house belongs to me. Your family is under my protection. And no plan of the enemy can undo what I have sealed. You're searching for truth, for direction, for something deeper than the chaos around you. And I want you to know this. I've seen every part of your search, every quiet prayer, every aching moment, every night when your pillow was soaked with tears and you told no one. I saw it all. This heartbreaking news that's heading your way, it's real. It wasn't sent to you because you failed. It's not coming to destroy your purpose. The enemy wants you to believe that this moment of pain means your story is crumbling. But I say it means your story is shifting. Something is being broken open to make space for my power to be seen. My glory is not just shown in blessings. It shines just as bright through brokenness, sometimes more. You've been asking for me to move, to show you that I'm real. And now, the very thing the enemy meant to use against you will become your proof. Watch what I do with what was meant to hurt you. Watch what I do with the painful news that tries to shake your faith. I am not a God who watches from a distance. I step into the middle of it all, and I carry you through what you didn't think you'd survive. Comment 777 if you trust that I will walk with you through what's coming, no matter how hard it feels. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research, and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Some of you have already sensed the shift in the atmosphere, the heaviness, the stillness, the sudden changes. These are not just coincidences. They are warnings in the spirit. I've been trying to get your attention. I've been whispering. Now I am speaking louder. This is not a moment to panic, but it is a moment to prepare. Guard your heart. Be mindful of your thoughts. Don't allow fear to set up camp inside you. Speak my promises over your mind, over your home, over your future. The reason the heartbreak will feel so intense is because it will be unexpected. But I'm telling you now so that when it comes, you will not fall apart. You'll feel the pain, yes, but it won't undo you, because you'll remember what I said. You'll remember that I warned you not out of anger, but out of love. You'll remember that I saw it coming and that I'm not letting it destroy you. I have angels around you. Even now, they are stationed in places you cannot see. They are guarding the roads you will drive on. They are standing watch at the doors of your home. They are hovering over your children while they sleep. The spiritual world is not fantasy. It is more real than what you touch. And right now, there is a battle happening that you cannot see, but you are winning it just by listening to me. Let me say something very personal to you right now. The tears you cry in secret matter to me. They aren't small. They aren't wasted. I've collected every one of them. You haven't cried alone, not once. I've been there. And the news that's coming might bring more tears, but those tears will water the seeds of something new. something I'm growing, even now, in the soil of your sorrow. You've been thinking, God, I can't handle another blow. But I'm here to tell you, you won't be handling it alone. I will hold you. I will fight for you. I will cover you. You don't have to know how to fix it. You just need to know who I am. I am your defender, your healer, your shield, your peace, your rescuer. And I'm not walking away from you, not now, not ever. Comment 999 if you believe I've already surrounded you with protection before the storm hits. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being protected. I am removing people, shifting circumstances, and revealing hidden truths not to hurt you, but to help you. I'm exposing things you didn't know were working against you. And yes, it will hurt. The truth often does. But freedom follows, peace follows, healing follows. The enemy has tried to convince you that heartbreak is proof that I don't love you. But the truth is this: I let you hear this warning because I do love you, because I care, because I don't want you walking into this unprepared. The news may shake your world, but it will not shake your foundation, because your foundation is me, and I do not move. There are people in your life right now who won't make it to your next season. That may be part of the heartbreak, but don't cling to what I'm removing. I'm not asking you to understand it fully. I'm asking you to trust me through it. The pruning will hurt, but it will also set you free. I see the motives that you can't. I see the danger you've overlooked. And I love you too much to stay silent. This is why you must stay close to me in this hour, not because I'm holding back good things from you, but because I'm preparing you to receive more than you're expecting. But before I release it, I have to make sure your heart is right. Your perspective needs to be clear. Your hands need to be open. You cannot carry old burdens into new seasons. So yes, something will break. But what breaks will make room for something better. Keep speaking my name. Keep praying even when it feels dry. Keep opening your Bible even when the words feel far. Keep trusting that my hand is on you even when you don't feel it. Your feelings may shift, but my presence remains constant. I'm not emotional with my love. I'm steadfast. I'm steady. I'm forever faithful. You don't have to have the answers. You don't have to be the strongest person in the room. You don't have to pretend everything's fine. Just be still. Let me be God. Let me carry what you were never meant to carry. Let me hold what you've been trying to fix. I already know what's coming. I've already made a way through it. This heartbreak is not the end. It is the beginning of your healing. You may not see it yet, but trust me, you'll look back one day and say, God was with me even there. That moment of pain will become a testimony. The night of weeping will be followed by joy. What nearly broke you will become the reason you stand stronger. And though what's coming may shake your world, it will not end your purpose. I am God, and I do not allow storms to destroy what I have ordained. The heartbreaking news is still on its way, but now you are different. You've heard my voice. You've been warned, covered, loved, and because of that, what was meant to crush you will now pass through fire and be used as a tool for transformation. I don't allow pain to show up in your life without attaching a purpose to it. Nothing touches your life unless it has first passed through my permission, and I never permit what I cannot redeem. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You may feel afraid. That's human. But I'm not asking you to be fearless. I'm asking you to be faithful. Even if your voice trembles, speak my name. Even if your knees feel weak, stand on my word. Even if you cry through the night, know that I sit beside you. The heartbreak may come with confusion, with tears, with silence, but I will fill that silence with peace. Peace that will not make sense to anyone else, but will anchor you when the winds rise. Comment 1010. If you're choosing faith over fear, even when the future feels uncertain. Some of you are standing on the edge of news that will change things, and you can feel it, it's close. The tension in your chest, the weight in your spirit, the dreams disrupted by sudden worry. That's not anxiety, that's spiritual sensitivity. You're picking up on something the world cannot explain, but your soul recognizes the sound of heaven alerting you. You've been marked for protection, and so you're being warned in advance. What I want you to understand is that not every breaking is a sign of judgment. Some are signs of deliverance. Just like when I split the sea for my people to walk through, not to trap them, but to release them. Just like when I shook the prison where Paul and Silas worshipped, not to punish, but to free. When things begin to shake in your life, remember this: I shake what needs to fall so that what is eternal can remain. The shaking is mercy. And still, I know it will hurt. Some of you will lose people. Some of you will hear things that pierce your soul. Some of you will feel a door slam that you prayed would stay open. But trust me, it's not rejection. It's redirection. I am not closing something to punish you. I am sealing it because what's behind it can no longer come with you. I am protecting your calling, even when it hurts your heart. I need you to understand something else. The devil doesn't attack what doesn't threaten him. If you felt like everything has come at you all at once, your mind, your finances, your relationships, your health, that's because you're on the verge of something holy, something new, something dangerous to darkness. That's why this heartbreaking news was timed for now. It was meant to slow you down, to distract you, to discourage you, but it won't work. I am going to carry you through this in ways you didn't know were possible. Doors will open that you didn't knock on. People will be assigned to bless you without even knowing why. Peace will visit your home and stay, not because you earned it, but because you're mine. I am the God who gives good gifts. I'm not just rescuing you from the heartbreak, I'm replacing it with something better. Comment 1515 if you receive what I have prepared for you beyond the heartbreak. I know your heart has been through so much. You've waited, you've prayed, you've done your best to stay faithful when everything around you felt unstable. And sometimes it felt like I wasn't responding. But I was watching. I was storing your tears like seeds. I was arranging miracles in silence. I was building things you couldn't yet see. And now, in the hour of heartbreak, you will begin to see the reason for the delay, the purpose in the pain, the glory after the suffering. You will not come out of this the same. That's my promise. You will be wiser. You will be stronger. You will be more discerning. You will be more grateful. And most of all, you will be more aware of my presence. Because what you're about to walk through will not just show you your strength, it will reveal my nearness. Some of you are going to see relationships exposed. Not everyone around you has good intentions, but you've been blind to it. The heartbreak will bring clarity. You'll see who truly carries my spirit and who only wore the image. Don't mourn the loss of those I never sent. Let them go. Make room for those I am sending next. Others will receive bad news tied to finances, to career paths, or to stability you've grown used to. But child, I never told you to place your security in systems. I told you to place it in me. When those systems crumble, I remain. I've provided for you before, and I will do it again. You will lack no good thing. You are not forgotten. I still provide manna in the wilderness. And to the one who has been crying out for your family, who's been praying over your children, your spouse, your home, know this: I've heard you. The news may not sound like breakthrough at first. It may sound like disappointment. But even in that, I am working. I'm softening hearts. I'm shifting atmospheres. I'm doing what only I can do. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep standing on my word. Your prayers are moving more than you know. Don't rush this season. Let me finish what I started. The heartbreak will not last forever. You will heal. You will breathe again. You will smile again. You will stand in a future that looks nothing like the pain of this moment. And you will say, only God could have done this. You will say, He kept me when I couldn't keep myself. I brought you here because you needed to be prepared. The enemy thought you would walk into the heartbreak unaware, unguarded, unarmed. But I saw ahead. I saw the impact. And I made sure you'd be covered before the storm hit. Now listen closely. This isn't just about what's coming. This is about what I'm birthing through it. Yes, the news will sting. The moment may catch you off guard. You might sit in silence, not knowing what to say or do. But even then, I will be speaking. I will be guiding. I will be near. My presence will not leave your side for a second. You may not always feel me, but I will be there in full power, comforting, shielding, fighting. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There's something sacred about pain that leads you back to me. Not because I desire your suffering, but because I use it to bring your heart into alignment with mine. Some of the most powerful miracles are born from heartbreak. When the world lets go of you, you cling to me tighter. And when you do, I draw near like never before. That closeness, child, that's where your healing starts. Comment 1717 if you believe God is drawing you closer, even through the shaking. Some of you have walked through loss after loss, and now you're scared to hope. You're scared to believe again. Because what if the heartbreak just keeps coming? What if this news breaks what little strength you have left? But I want you to hear me now. Hope is still safe with me. Hope that's placed in people or outcomes may disappoint, but hope in me is never wasted, never forgotten, never ignored. I see the cracks in your soul, the ones no one else notices. I see how you smile when you want to cry, how you keep showing up even though your heart is heavy. You're tired, you're weary, you've been holding on longer than anyone knows, and now you're wondering how much more you're supposed to carry. My answer to you is simple: you were never meant to carry it all. Give it to me. Give me the heartbreak before it even comes. Give me the fear. I'm strong enough to hold it. When the news comes, and it will come, choose to believe that I already knew. Choose to believe that I'm already standing in the aftermath, ready to rebuild. This moment will not leave you empty. It may strip away comfort. It may leave you confused, but it will not leave you alone. I will be there when the words are said. I will be there when your knees hit the floor. I will be there when your voice shakes in prayer. I will be your steady place. Some of you are facing the unknown. There are decisions that hang in the air. Health reports, legal outcomes, family struggles that have been building for years. And now, the weight of it all feels too heavy. But I promise you this, no weight is too much for me. I've carried nations, I've silenced oceans, I've lifted souls out of darkness, and I will carry you too. There will be nights when your questions go unanswered. There will be days when the silence feels louder than my voice. But don't let that make you think I've gone quiet. In those moments, I'm holding you the tightest. You are still the one I've chosen. You are still the one I protect. You are still the one I call mine. Comment Amen if you believe my arms are strong enough to carry you through this season. There's going to be a shift. For some of you, it will be sudden. For others, it will unfold slowly. But no matter how it arrives, you'll know it. You'll feel the weight of the moment. And I want you to remember this. Don't run. Don't harden your heart. Don't isolate yourself from the ones I've placed in your life to help you. This isn't the time to pull away. It's the time to draw near. To me, to truth, to faith. I've assigned angels to your home. They stand on guard not just for protection, but to carry out my plans for you. There is no curse that can land, no lie that can stick, no weapon that will finish its assignment when you are under my name. My seal is on you. And when heaven marks something, it cannot be touched without permission. So even when the news comes, yes, even then you are not abandoned, you are not uncovered, you are not exposed. I know it hurts when your plans fall apart. I know it's hard when you pray for something and the answer seems to go the other way. But you must believe that I am still working, even in disappointment, even in heartbreak. Especially then, I don't allow the breaking to come without preparing a blessing, and I will never take without planning to restore more. Let me remind you of something. I am the God who turned crucifixion into resurrection. I am the one who used betrayal to unlock the greatest redemption. I am the one who brought beauty from ashes. And I will do it again in your life. Yes, the heartbreak is coming, but so is the healing. Yes, the pain is real, but so is the purpose. And I will not let this go to waste. So take heart. Lift your head. Even if it feels impossible, even if your voice shakes when you pray, speak anyway, worship anyway, believe anyway. Because in the very place the enemy expected to see your collapse, I am preparing your comeback. This is not the end of your joy, it's the beginning of something deeper. You are my child, my beloved, my chosen. And though the world may change, my promise over you does not. I said I would never leave you, and I meant it. I said I would work all things for your good, and I'm doing it now. Even through this, even through the pain, stay close, stay grounded. Let your heart lean into me, not away from me. I'm not punishing you, I'm protecting you. And soon, very soon, you will understand why I allowed what I allowed. You'll look back and see that even in heartbreak, I was writing redemption. Even in silence, I was speaking. Even in the shaking, I was building something beautiful. You may feel confused, but you're still seeking. You may feel shaken, but you're still standing. And that's where I come in. The news is coming, yes, and it will take your breath for a moment, but it will not steal your voice. You will not lose who you are. The enemy wants to convince you this is the final blow, but I am the one who holds the final word. And that word is not defeat, it is deliverance. The heartbreak will come like a wave, but I am the one who commands the winds and the waves to be still. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, This at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You're not unprepared. You're not exposed. You've been hearing my voice, and that changes everything. What could have crushed you will now refine you. What could have broken you will now build you. I don't allow storms to shape your identity. I use them to reveal who you already are: chosen, protected, and deeply loved by me. Comment Amen if you believe you are covered even before the storm touches your life. For so long, you've been walking with questions. Why is this happening? Why do I feel so heavy? Why does it feel like something is about to fall apart? You've sensed it in your body, in your emotions, in your sleep. That is not fear. That is discernment. That's my spirit stirring you awake because the hour is urgent. It's not meant to panic you. It's meant to prepare you. I love you too much to let you walk into heartbreak without giving you strength first. That's what I'm doing now. I'm not just alerting you, I'm arming you with peace, with clarity, with truth, with spiritual discernment so strong that the enemy can no longer sneak into your life unnoticed. You are rising in awareness. You are rising in authority. You are stepping into who you were always meant to be in me. The pain might still come. You may still get the news that breaks your heart. But hear me, just because it breaks your heart doesn't mean it breaks your purpose. Just because it brings tears doesn't mean it cancels your calling. I do not change my mind about you. I knew the battles you would face before you ever took your first breath, and I still called you worthy, still called you chosen, still called you mine. There are things you've been praying for that will be delayed but not denied. The enemy will try to convince you that the delay means denial. Don't believe him. What feels like a closed door is really me, rerouting your steps so that you don't walk into something that looks good but would have destroyed you. I'm not punishing you. I'm protecting you from what you can't yet see. Comment 1111 if you trust my timing more than your own understanding. Some of the pain you're about to feel is tied to people you thought would never walk away, people you believed were sent by me. But I'm pulling back the curtain now. I'm showing you who's been for you and who's been against you. That truth will hurt. It will feel like betrayal. But child, you've been asking me to reveal what's been hidden. This is the answer. You deserve peace in your relationships. You deserve honesty, love, and loyalty rooted in my spirit. And I'm not going to let the enemy keep hiding in the disguise of a friend. I'm going to reveal every false connection. You'll feel the loss, but it's going to set you free. You've been settling for less because you were afraid to lose people. But what you didn't know is that letting go would unlock something better. Others will face heartbreak through financial pressure or health reports that shake your stability. And I know the fear that creeps in when the foundation starts to feel weak. But hear me, I am your foundation. I am the same God who fed Elijah by ravens, the same God who opened blind eyes, the same God who raised the dead. You think I can't carry you through this too? I've already assigned provision to follow you. I've already spoken healing over your body. I'm not reacting, I'm leading. I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. I am Jehovah Rapha, your healer. I don't wait for you to break down before I show up. I'm already in the future, securing what you'll need before you even know you need it. You've been faithful in the little things, even when no one saw. You've kept praying, kept trusting, kept walking. And now, I'm about to honor that faithfulness. not by removing every hardship, but by showing you that even in heartbreak, I am faithful. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. This moment, this warning, is proof of my love for you. I didn't leave you unaware. I didn't let you walk blindly. I spoke because you are valuable to me, because your heart matters, because your future matters. What's coming may rattle the world around you, but it will not break the spirit I've placed within you. Even now, I am strengthening what needs to be strong. I am preparing your spirit to stand. The very area the enemy tried to use to shame you will become the place where my glory shines brightest in your life. The heartbreak will not be the headline. My healing will. So hold fast. Do not grow weary. You are closer to restoration than you realize. And while the enemy wants you to brace for impact, I want you to prepare for breakthrough. It's coming. And when it comes, you'll see that I never left your side, not for a second. That kind of trust moves heaven. That kind of trust pulls me closer. I do not ignore the one who chooses to stay near me when life gets confusing. You've heard me say the heartbreaking news is coming. And I won't lie to you, child. It will hurt. It will touch a soft, vulnerable part of your heart. You may feel like the ground has been pulled from under you. You may even feel for a moment like I've gone quiet. But you must remember this. Silence is not absence. When I go quiet, I am often doing my deepest work. While you feel shaken, I am stabilizing what matters most inside of you, your spirit, your identity, your calling. You may ask, God, why now? Why, when I was just beginning to hope again? And I'll tell you, because I want you to learn that your hope cannot rest on circumstances. It must rest on me. Everything around you may change, but I do not change. I am the same God who held you yesterday. I will be the same God who holds you tomorrow when the tears fall. And I will be the same God who lifts you back up again when it's time to rise. Comment 222 if you believe I am your steady anchor in every storm, every season, every heartbreak. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. What I'm doing in you is not small. It may not look like a miracle from the outside. It may not feel like a breakthrough in this moment, but what's happening in your heart is real. You are being refined. The fire may be uncomfortable, but it's shaping you into someone who won't be moved by every storm. Someone who walks with peace when the world offers panic. Someone who hears my voice louder than the chaos. This next chapter will test you, but it will also reveal you. It will reveal the strength I've placed in you, the growth you didn't even realize was happening, the power that comes from surrender. You are not weak because you're emotional. You are not faithless because you're afraid. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. Just don't give up. Don't let this heartbreak convince you that I've walked away. I haven't. I never will. You've been through enough to know what it feels like to break. But now, I'm showing you what it means to be built by me. Not just restored, but remade. Stronger, wiser, rooted. And the foundation I'm laying in you right now is one the enemy won't be able to touch. Not through heartbreak, not through lies, not through fear. What I'm building in you is eternal. Some of you are about to experience loss, not always of a person, but of stability, of familiarity, of something that brought you comfort. And that's why it will feel like heartbreak. But please hear me. I am not cruel. I'm not taking from you just to see you hurt. I am pruning so that you can grow. The branch I cut is not the end of the tree, it's the beginning of new fruit. Comment 333 to declare that what is being removed is making space for something greater. You've asked for increase. You've prayed for next-level blessings. You've told me, use me, God. And now you're in the middle of the answer. Because increase always requires surrender. You cannot walk into what's next, carrying what was only meant for the last season. I know it hurts to let go, but I promise you your hands will not stay empty. What I place in them next will make sense of the loss. You don't see it yet, but the heartbreak is not the end of your story. It's the turning point. It's where I step in with healing so deep it touches your soul. It's where you find me in ways you never imagined, and it's where your testimony begins to form. You're not just going to survive this, you're going to overcome. You're going to help others heal. You're going to stand in places of peace and say, God was there, even then, especially then. To the one whose heart is already heavy, who feels the news is already knocking at the door, take a breath. I am right beside you. You do not have to understand everything to be at peace. You just have to know that I am with you in all of it. You don't need a plan. You need my presence. And my presence is here, even now, wrapping around your fear like a blanket. I'm not asking you to be strong alone. I'm asking you to lean on me. I'm asking you to let me hold you. Let me speak when the noise gets loud. Let me guide you when the path goes dark. You were never created to handle pain without my help. I made you to need me, and I am not disappointed in that. I delight in being the one you run to. You've wondered if this heartbreak will change you, and it will, but not in the way the enemy planned. It will not make you bitter. It will not make you numb. It will make you deeper, softer, stronger. It will root you in me like never before. And from this place, you will rise not just with a healed heart, but with a new mission. One born from pain, but powered by grace. Don't think for a moment that I've overlooked you. You are not invisible to me. I have seen you fight battles that no one clapped for. I've seen you worship through tears, serve through exhaustion, give when you barely had enough, and I promise you this, none of it is wasted. I see everything, I remember everything, and I will reward everything. You are not forgotten. This heartbreak may feel like a setback, but I am using it as a setup. What the enemy meant for evil, I'm flipping. What he meant to destroy, I'm rebuilding. What he meant to end, I'm using to begin something new. You're not falling apart, you're falling into place. And I'm right here, steady as ever, holding every broken piece. The news that is coming, yes, it will bring sorrow, it may bring confusion, but it will not bring ruin. You're already under my covering. You're not just walking into this empty, you're walking in with me. And I don't let my children walk into battles unarmed. You've already been equipped in ways you don't fully realize yet. That peace you've been feeling, even when things are uncertain, that's me. That strength that shows up when you think you've run out, that's me too. And when the heartbreak arrives, whatever form it takes, I will be right there in the middle of it. I won't just send comfort, I will be your comfort. I won't just watch from heaven. I will surround your home, your mind, your heart with my presence. Because I made a promise, and I do not break promises. I said I would never leave you or forsake you. I meant that. Comment Amen if you know God's promise still holds, even when everything else shakes. Some of you have been trying to hold everything together on your own. You've been trying to stay strong for everyone else. You smile during the day and cry at night when no one's looking. But I see every tear. And I need you to hear this. You don't have to carry all of this by yourself. I never asked you to. That burden you've been dragging around, I want to lift it. I want to carry it. Let me have it. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The heartbreaking news will feel like a heavy blow. But the reason I'm speaking to you now, ahead of time, is because I'm giving you the chance to lay your fears down before they start multiplying. I'm giving you the chance to put your faith in me now, not when the storm hits, but before. Because that faith will carry you, it will steady you. It will silence the lies when the enemy tries to whisper, "You're alone." You're not. Some of the things you're about to face will tempt you to shut down, to withdraw, to close your heart. But child, don't do that. Stay open to me. Let the pain come into my hands. Don't bury it. Don't pretend it doesn't hurt. I already know it does. And I want to walk through every bit of it with you. I want to weep with you, heal you, hold you, and speak life where the enemy tried to sow despair. You are not being punished. That thought you've had, the one that says, "Maybe this is happening because of something I did," that's a lie. I don't operate in shame. I correct, yes, but I never condemn. This isn't punishment. This is preparation. I'm preparing you for something greater, something holy, something that's going to bless you beyond what you imagined. But to get there, I need to remove what's been weighing you down. Comment 555 if you trust that I am preparing something greater, even through heartbreak. I know this path is hard. I know it feels unfair. You've seen people who don't even acknowledge me living easier lives. You've watched others walk in blessing while you're still waiting for the breakthrough. But don't let comparison steal your peace. Their journey is not yours. I've written a different story for you, a story that has power, purpose, and divine timing, a story that's marked by my fingerprints. God says, "Very good news is coming for you. If you leave this, you will cry so much." God orders you to listen to me before tonight at 11:47 p.m. Stop everything and listen closely. Heaven is speaking to your heart right now. This is not just another moment scrolling through your day. This is a divine appointment. A breakthrough is knocking. But if you turn away now, you may miss something that your soul has been crying out for. If you ignore this, it may be too late, and you will look back with tears. God is giving you a final nudge before 11:47 p.m. This is urgent. He says, if you leave this, you will cry deeply. But if you stay, listen, and obey, very good news will reach your life faster than you expect. Comment Amen if your heart is open to what God is about to speak to you. Let me tell you clearly, this is not a vague message. God is specific. He says very good news is coming for you, not for someone else, for you. But it comes with a clear instruction. Do not walk away from this moment. Something is about to shift in the spirit. What you've been praying for, what you've been waiting for, is at the door. But this is your turning point. If you miss this, the loss will not be small. You will cry, not just from your eyes, but from your soul. That's why the Lord says, listen to me before 11:47 p.m. He has put a window of mercy before you. Heaven is speaking, and time is not waiting. This very night, heaven has circled your name. The delay you've been experiencing, the closed doors, the waiting, the silent tears, God is about to reverse it. But He needs your attention now, because if you walk away or take this lightly, the window will close and you will wonder what you missed. That's why your spirit is feeling this pressure right now. That's why this feels more than just words, because it is. This is holy ground. Listen closely. God's voice is thundering into your situation. He sees what you've been silently battling. He knows the decisions you've been too scared to make. He knows you've been standing at a crossroads, unsure if He'll really come through. But He is not silent. He is not late. He is saying to you with power and tenderness, very good news is coming, but don't leave this moment. Don't ignore me. If you do, your tears will be bitter. That's how much He loves you. He warns because He wants to bless. He is preparing a way where there was no way. The doors you thought were permanently shut are about to open. The news you've been longing to hear is already in motion. But you must stay in alignment. You must stay under His instruction. He says, listen to me before 11:47 p.m. That is not a random time. That is a prophetic call. Heaven has timed something for you. Angels are being assigned. Chains are being broken. But your agreement matters. Your obedience matters. God is not trying to scare you. He is trying to save you from pain, from regret, from stepping into another year without His promise being fulfilled. You have cried enough in the dark. You've doubted yourself. You've even doubted if God still speaks to you. But He is speaking now, loud and clear. Very good news is coming. That means healing, breakthrough, answers, restoration. But it is tied to this divine moment of surrender. If you step out of this moment, you may delay what heaven is already dispatching. Comment 1, 1, 1, 1 if you believe something is being released over your life right now. Some of you have been holding on by a thread. You've been saying, God, I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. You've smiled in public, but you've been breaking in secret. God saw every moment of that. And now, He's saying enough is enough. He is stepping in. He's not sending a sign. He is becoming your answer, but He's asking for your attention. Before 11:47 p.m., talk to Him. Pray, repent, surrender, because something will shift when your heart bows down and says, yes, Lord. This is why the enemy has been trying to distract you today. This is why everything has been pulling your attention away from God, because the devil knows if you stay with God right now, the news coming your way will shake the foundations of your life. It will be so good, people won't believe it. It will restore what was stolen. It will silence the voice of your enemies. But it depends on your faithfulness in this hour. Will you listen? Will you follow? God is not playing with your time. You've been asking Him to speak, to guide, to open doors. And now He's doing just that. His word is not vague. It is full of mercy and clarity. Listen before 11:47 p.m. That moment has been carved in eternity for your breakthrough. Angels are waiting. Heaven is waiting. But God wants your full heart, not half-hearted belief, not delayed obedience. He wants your surrender now. He wants your yes, without excuses. The very good news coming is already on its way, but the enemy wants to intercept it by filling your heart with doubt, laziness, or distraction. Do not let him win. Not this time. You've missed too much in the past. You've seen others be blessed and wondered if it would ever be your turn. God says this is your turn, but stay close. Do not walk away from His voice. Honor His timing. He is never late. You're right on schedule for a miracle. This is not a joke or a passing word. You know it in your bones. You feel it in your chest. The presence of God is stirring something. He's not far. He's closer than your breath. This moment is sacred. If you choose him now, he will do what you cannot even imagine. The kind of news that changes your whole life is waiting at the door. But so is a warning. Walk away from him now, and sorrow will follow. That's not a threat. That's a desperate cry of love from your Father. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. He says very clearly, very good news is coming for you, but it is tied to your obedience, to your heart being fully open before tonight. Do not let this pass you by. God says, if you walk away from this moment, you will cry, and it will not be the cry of joy. It will be the ache of missing what he wanted to give you. Let this truth sink into your heart. God is not warning you to make you afraid. He is calling out because he doesn't want you to suffer needlessly. He's already seen what's ahead of you. He knows what's trying to delay you. He knows the voices trying to confuse you. That's why he's saying this with urgency. This is a divine moment. God is drawing you in because he has already written something beautiful in your story. The very thing you've cried about, the thing you thought was impossible, the healing, the peace, the open door, it's already decided in heaven. But you must hold your ground and follow his voice now. This is not the time to entertain distractions. This is not the time to question whether God really cares. You've already seen his hand over your life. You've survived things that should have destroyed you. You've come through storms that made you stronger. And yet, there's been this quiet question in your heart. God, when is it my turn? The answer is now. Your turn has arrived. The only thing that can stop this is you walking away from his instruction. That's why he says, listen to me before 11:47 p.m. Because at that hour, something in the spiritual realm will shift. Something tied to your destiny. Comment 222 if you trust that God is working in your favor right now. Some of you are standing in front of a decision. You've been going back and forth, asking God for confirmation. This is it. He's telling you loud and clear, do not let this moment slip through your fingers. That decision you've been too scared to make, he's already gone ahead of you. That step you've been delaying because of fear, he's already prepared the ground. That dream you've buried because life got too hard, he's resurrecting it now. But you have to trust him. You have to obey. The timing is too crucial to hesitate. This is why your soul feels heavy. This is why everything around you has been louder lately. The noise, the tension, the confusion. It's been spiritual warfare. The enemy has seen what's about to be released over your life, and he's been trying to throw you off course. But God says, I am still in control. I am still your God, and I still have the final say. The good news is coming. That means deliverance from what's been holding you. That means restoration of what you thought was lost. That means divine alignment for the next season of your life. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. God has seen every moment of quiet obedience. Every time you held on to faith when no one else saw. Every time you praised him while your heart was breaking. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of faith is why your blessing is coming. You've been faithful with little, and now he is about to release much. But you must stay focused. The enemy wants you to scroll past this, to doubt it, to say, maybe later. Don't fall for it. Your moment is now. There is a reason the Lord gave the exact time, 11:47 p.m. He is a God of detail. That time marks a closing of a chapter and the opening of a new one. For some, it will be the last moment of a long season of suffering. For others, it will be the beginning of a rapid transformation. But either way, you are not meant to be left behind. You are meant to step into what God has written for you. Your yes matters. Your faith matters. He's waiting for your heart. Maybe you've been struggling with doubt. Maybe you felt like God has gone silent. But look again, He is speaking now. Not through thunder, not through a burning bush, but through this very moment. He knows you needed to hear this right now. He's been waiting for you to open your heart again, to believe again, to trust that He still has plans for you. And not just any plans, but plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. God has not changed His mind about you. The enemy tried to convince you that your mistakes disqualified you, but grace is still yours. Mercy is still flowing. God's hand is still over your life. You may have taken a few wrong turns, but you're not lost. You're still on the map. You're still in His story, and He's still ready to bless you beyond anything you can imagine. That's why this moment matters so much. That's why the urgency is so loud. This isn't a warning of fear, it's an invitation of love. Heaven is backing you. Angels are being released on your behalf. What you thought would take years will begin to move in days. What you thought was dead is about to live again. What you thought would never change is already shifting behind the scenes. Because God never stopped working. Even when you were quiet, He was planning. Even when you were discouraged, He was moving. And now He's saying, do not walk away from this moment. You are chosen. You are covered. You are protected. Even when the world shakes, you will not fall. Because the hand of God is holding you. He's been patient, but now He's calling. Before the clock strikes 11:47 p.m., return to Him. Not halfway, all the way. Open your heart. Forgive who you need to forgive. Lay down your pride. Talk to Him like you used to. He is ready to respond with power. Not one tear has been wasted. Heaven has counted every one, and now God is moving. He's saying again to you, very good news is coming for you. But if you leave this, if you walk away from this moment, you will cry so much. He's not trying to scare you. He's trying to save you from missing what He's already written for your life. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. God never speaks without purpose. His voice does not fall to the ground. If He says very good news is coming, it means He's already seen it completed in eternity. He's not wondering how it will happen, He already knows. He just needs you to trust Him long enough to bring it into your life. This is why you felt the stirring in your spirit. This is why your heart feels like something is near, because it is. Something is being released in the spiritual realm, but you have to stay connected to Him. You have to hold on when it feels easier to drift away. He says, listen to me before 11:47 p.m., not because He's limited by time, but because you are. Comment 333 to declare your faith that what God has spoken is already happening in your life. Think about this. You've been carrying things that were never meant to be carried alone. You've been trying to fix problems with your own strength. You've been fighting silently, hoping someone would see you. But the one who matters most, God has seen you the whole time. And He hasn't just seen, He has been planning. He has been covering you. Even when you were losing strength, He held your life together. And now he says the time has come. This night is not just another ordinary night. It is a turning point. That's why he says don't leave. Don't turn away. The enemy wants you distracted right now. He wants to convince you this is not real, that nothing will change, that it's too late. But he's afraid. He knows that if you keep listening, if you keep standing on God's promise, the miracle that's been held back will come rushing in. So he whispers lies. He brings confusion. He fills your head with doubt. But God's voice is stronger, and he's saying, I am not done with you. I'm just getting started. Very good news is already on the way. You're not reading this by accident. God led you here because he knew this would be the moment your heart would soften again. He knew this would be the moment your hope would rise. He knew this would be the moment you finally realize he never left you. He was always waiting for you to look up again, to believe again. You may feel weak right now, but God's strength is perfect in your weakness. You don't need to have it all together. You just need to say, God, I'm listening. Some of you have been carrying deep disappointment. Things didn't go the way you planned. People let you down. Doors you prayed for didn't open. And somewhere along the way, your faith got tired. But God is breathing fresh life into your spirit. He's reminding you that your story is not finished. In fact, the most beautiful chapters haven't even started yet. But this is the chapter that changes everything. This is where the shift begins. That's why he says, don't miss it. Don't walk away. Not now. He knows the desires of your heart. He knows you've been praying about the job, the relationship, the healing, the financial struggle, the loneliness. He knows the exact details. And he is not only able to provide, he's already making a way. But you must position your heart to receive. That means returning to him with trust. That means listening when he says, come to me. Before 11:47 p.m., talk to him. Be honest. Be open. This is not about perfection, it's about surrender. God doesn't ask you to earn his blessings. He asks you to trust him, to love him, to follow him, even when the path is unclear. That's faith, and faith is what unlocks the doors that have been shut. This is why the enemy fights your faith, because he knows that even a little bit of true faith can move mountains, and you have more than you think. You're still standing. You're still seeking God. That means your faith is alive, and that means your breakthrough is coming. Don't compare your journey to others. What God is doing for you is specific, personal, and perfectly timed. He is not late. You're not behind. You haven't missed it. The clock is still ticking, and 11:47 p.m. hasn't passed. There's still time to receive, still time to believe, still time to say, God, I'm here. I choose you. And when you choose him, you are choosing peace. You are choosing freedom. You are choosing joy that doesn't depend on circumstances. You're choosing to live a life that no longer bows to fear or regret. That's what's being offered to you in this moment. And it all starts with one decision: listen to God before the night ends. You're being protected from things you didn't even know were coming. God has blocked accidents, heartbreaks, delays, and dangers that you never even saw. He has covered you when you were most vulnerable. And now he wants you to know it was never random. You are his. You are deeply loved. And you are chosen for this very season. You are not just surviving. You are being positioned for something divine. The pain you've walked through is not pointless. God is going to use every bit of it for his glory and your growth. The parts of your life that felt like ashes are going to be turned into beauty. The parts that felt broken are going to be rebuilt stronger than before. But stay with him. Let him finish what he started. Don't give up now. not this close to the breakthrough. Comment 555 if you're claiming what God has written for your life. This moment is holy. Even if you're surrounded by noise, even if your environment is chaotic, right now, God is meeting you. His Spirit is near. You don't have to feel anything spectacular for this to be real. His word is enough. And He has spoken, very good news is coming for you, but do not turn away. The time is short. The hour is set. And your obedience in this moment could be what shifts your entire future. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. But if you walk away from this moment, you will cry so much. It will not be tears of joy, but tears of regret for missing what God was ready to release. That's how close you are. That's how serious this is. The blessing has already been spoken over your life. But whether you receive it or not depends on your choice to listen now. God is not asking for perfection. He's asking for attention. He's asking for your heart. Before 11:47 p.m., He wants you to pause everything else and come back to Him fully. There's a divine shift taking place, the kind of shift that only happens when heaven and earth align. You've been waiting on a change, but now heaven is waiting on you. God has already set the time. You must not delay. Something will be released or missed based on your response. This is not just another night. It's a marked moment. Comment 1212 if you feel this word is stirring something deep in your heart right now. You may be thinking, but why me? Why would God do this for me? The answer is simple: because you are His. You are chosen. You are seen. You are loved beyond your understanding. You may not feel worthy, but that's the beauty of grace. God doesn't bless you because you've done everything right. He blesses you because He is your Father, and He loves giving good gifts to His children. But love also warns. And this warning is soaked in love. He doesn't want you to miss the breakthrough that's tied to your obedience. Some of you have been on the edge of giving up. Life has been loud, unfair, exhausting. You've wondered if God still hears you. You've wondered if it's worth it to keep hoping. But here's the truth. You've been standing in the fire, and God has been in it with you. He has not turned away. He has not gone silent. He's been strengthening you. And now, He's saying, the fire is ending, but don't miss the way out. That way out is obedience, listening, trusting, turning your heart back fully before this night ends. You are not standing still. You are at the edge of a breakthrough. The things you've cried for in secret, God is about to reward in public. But the enemy knows this. And that's why your battles have intensified. The distractions, the heaviness, the spiritual fatigue, it's not random, it's resistance. But resistance is a sign that something is coming. If you weren't close to something holy, the enemy wouldn't be fighting you this hard. But God is stronger, His voice is louder, His love is deeper than the battle you're in. He is saying, stay with me. You're about to see what I've promised. That promise may look different for each of you, but the truth remains. It's already written. Your name is written into the miracle. Your situation is not forgotten. That health scare, that financial fear, that relationship tension, it's all in His hands. And He's about to move. You just need to stay under His covering, stay connected, listen before 11:47 p.m. Don't delay your obedience. Delay steals blessing. It may feel like you're running out of time, but with God, the time is never wasted. He restores the years the enemy tried to take. He restores what was lost in silence, in pain, in confusion. Your time is being redeemed. That's why you're hearing this now. That's why the urgency is real. He's not waiting for next week or next year. He's saying now. The very thing you've been waiting for is being aligned right now. But it's tied to your faithfulness in this moment. You are not forgotten in the crowd. You're not just another face to God. He knows your voice. He knows your story. He knows the way your heart beats when you think of what you've lost. But He is a restorer. He is a redeemer. He is not done writing your story. And this chapter is going to be one of your most powerful ones. But you must not look back. You must not give up too soon. You must not allow doubt to pull you out of what God is doing. This is a divine interruption. He has stepped into your day, into your thoughts, into your routine because He needed to get your attention. He loves you too much to let you miss what's coming. That's why He's repeating Himself. Very good news is coming for you. If you miss it, you'll weep. But if you stay close, it will be a joy so deep, so overwhelming, that it will silence the sorrow you've carried for years. Comment 777 if you believe God is restoring what was broken in your life. Look around at what you've survived. The things you thought would destroy you actually prepared you. The places where you felt abandoned are the very places where God is now building your testimony. You didn't walk through that pain for nothing. God is about to use it all, but He's waiting for your yes. He's waiting for your full surrender. Before the clock hits 11:47 p.m., give Him your heart without holding back. Say, God, I'm ready. Because He is more than ready. This is your time. Not because of luck, not because everything is perfect, but because grace is being poured out. Favor is being extended. Mercy is making room for miracles. And your name is on it. But this kind of favor requires your focus. You must guard your heart, your ears, your time. Don't let anything pull you away from what God is speaking now. Stay rooted. Stay still. Let Him work. He is speaking peace into the chaos. He is replacing confusion with clarity. He is replacing fear with faith. What you thought was over is about to live again. What you thought was too far gone is about to be restored. But He needs your surrender. Not tomorrow. Now. This is not a season to be casual with God. This is a time to run back to Him. With tears, with truth, with everything you are. And now He speaks clearly, with no confusion, no hesitation. Very good news is coming for you. But if you walk away from this moment, you will cry so much. The pain of walking away from this moment will be deeper than you can imagine, because the breakthrough is already on its way. You are that close. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. This is why God is pressing this word into your spirit. Because too much has already been prepared in heaven for you. Too much has already been fought for. The enemy has tried everything to distract you, to wear you down, to convince you that God has forgotten you. But right now, in this exact hour, God is saying, I have not forgotten. I have been waiting. I have been preparing what your eyes have not seen. There is something specific being released, and it's carrying your name. But heaven is watching to see your response. Will you listen? Will you obey? Will you trust? Before 11:47 p.m., there is a window that's closing. Not because God wants to shut you out, but because His word is perfect in timing. There are blessings that come only through obedience. There are breakthroughs that are time-sensitive in the spirit. That's why he said the hour. That's why you feel the urgency. That's why your heart is racing right now. Because the Spirit of God is moving, calling, and touching your spirit to respond. To not ignore him this time. To not say maybe later this time. This is the moment to say yes. You've been holding on with little strength left. You've been smiling on the outside but breaking within. You've been functioning in front of people but crying in private. And God has seen every second of it. He's not a distant God. He's been walking with you through it all. Even when you thought he was silent, he was holding back what the enemy wanted to bring into your life. Even when you didn't feel him, he was blocking destruction from reaching you. And now he's saying, it's time to step out of survival and into blessing. Comment 999 if you're ready to step into what God has already planned for your life. You don't need to know every detail. You just need to know that God is good and his plans for you are full of hope. He has never failed, and he's not about to start now. This message is not about stirring emotion, it's about heaven aligning your heart with what's already been spoken over you. There's a blessing, a restoration, a miracle that's been assigned to you. But your response in this moment is what determines how and when it comes. God does not make mistakes. If he says very good news is coming, then it is. His words do not return void. But he also loves you enough to tell you the truth. If you walk away, if you harden your heart, if you let the noise of life drown out his voice, the pain that follows will not be from punishment, it will be from absence, from missing what he longed to give you, from walking past the open door that was right in front of you. Don't let that be your story. Not when you're this close. There is a reason you've been feeling this shift. The atmosphere around you has been changing. You've been feeling unsettled, like something is coming but you can't quite explain it. That's not your imagination. That's your spirit sensing what's being released. That's heaven sending signals to your soul, saying, get ready, something is coming. But you must be aligned. That alignment begins with humility, with surrender, with taking God at his word, even when you don't see the outcome yet. This is your moment to realign, not with fear, but with faith. To say, God, I don't need all the answers, I just need you. That kind of heart draws heaven closer. That kind of faith moves the hand of God. When you let go of trying to control the timing and simply trust him, you position yourself for favor that cannot be explained. You won't have to force doors open. You won't have to beg for what's already yours. The blessing will chase you down. You may not feel ready, you may feel weak, but God uses the weak to show his strength. He blesses the ones who are honest before him. This is not about being perfect. This is about being available. Let him into every part of your heart again. Talk to him, cry if you need to, repent if you must, pour it all out, because this is the moment that turns the page. There is restoration coming. For some, it will be in relationships. God is going to heal what you thought was forever broken. For others, it will be in your body. Healing is already flowing where there was pain. For many, it will be clarity, peace, joy, returning after years of numbness. Whatever it looks like for you, know this, it's real, it's coming. But don't turn away. Don't let this moment slip past you. Comment 1010 if you're opening your heart fully to what God wants to do in your life tonight. You've asked God to show you he's still with you. This is it. He is speaking, and he is moving. There are no coincidences when it comes to his voice. He's been waiting for your attention, and now that he has it, he's pouring out what only he can. You don't have to earn it. You just have to receive it. Let go of the fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the voice that says you're too far gone. You are not. You are closer than ever. And God is not letting go. Let this be the night that everything turns, not because of anything you've done, but because of who He is. This is who God is. He finds you in the middle of your mess. He meets you in the lowest places. He lifts you when you're too weak to rise. And He blesses you, not because you're flawless, but because you're His. You belong to Him. You always have. And He's been waiting for your return. He's repeating Himself because He doesn't want you to miss it. Very good news is coming for you. But if you leave this, you will cry so much. Not because God would ever punish you, but because when you walk away from the voice of the Lord, you walk away from the very thing you've been praying for. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've felt the weight of life pressing down on you, the pressure, the confusion, the silence. But heaven has not been still. God has been moving behind the scenes in ways you haven't seen yet. He's been holding back storms. He's been shifting pieces into place. He's been delaying things, not to hurt you, but to prepare the right version of the blessing. Because He won't give you something that breaks you. He only gives what builds you. But now, the time has come. The answer is ready. The news is ready. And He's watching your heart to see if it's ready too. Some of you have felt abandoned. You've felt like God blessed everyone else but passed you by. You've watched others move forward, find joy, experience miracles, while you stayed stuck in a place that felt forgotten. But listen carefully. You were never behind. You were hidden, protected, held. What looked like delay was divine preservation, and now the time of release has come. But your eyes must be open, your heart must be awake. Don't let the weight of disappointment blind you to what's already moving toward you. Comment 1515 if you believe God's timing is perfect, even when you don't understand it. There's something about God's love that never gives up. He sees the moments when your faith wavered. He saw when you almost gave up. He heard the prayers you whispered through tears, and He caught every single one. That's why this word is coming to you now, not to remind you of what you've missed, but to wake you up to what's still possible. The miracle hasn't passed. The promise hasn't died. The blessing hasn't expired, but it is tied to obedience. That's the truth. And God is honest because He loves you too much to let you wander aimlessly. This is the hour where everything could shift. But shifts don't happen by accident. They happen through surrender, through alignment, through saying, God, I hear you, and I will not walk away from this moment. You've done things your way before, and you know where that led. Now He's calling you back, not with shame but with mercy, not with judgment but with favor. He is waiting not because He needs you, but because He wants you. That's the kind of Father He is. He's not counting your flaws. He's not listing your failures. He's looking at your heart, and if your heart is open, even just a little, He will pour more grace than you knew existed. But grace is never forced. It's offered. It must be received. And this message, this very moment, is the offering. God has put this in your path to catch your attention. You may never get another reminder like this again. That's why the time is specific. That's why the message is heavy. Because what you're standing in front of is divine. Some of you are tired of pretending. You've been trying to keep it all together, while inside you've been falling apart. You've shown up for everyone else but neglected your own soul. And now your heart feels numb, but God is waking that heart up again. He's breathing life back into dry places. He's stirring something deeper than emotion. It's the sound of resurrection. The dreams that died, the joy that left, the peace that vanished, it's all coming back. But it starts with one thing: don't leave this moment. You don't need to figure out every step. You just need to take the first one. Talk to Him. Even if your words feel small, even if you feel awkward, God isn't listening for perfection. He's listening for honesty. He wants you, the real you, not the polished version, not the version you show everyone else. The you that's broken, the you that's tired, the you that's unsure. That's the version He blesses. That's the version He holds close. This is where everything can change. This is where the weight can lift, where the confusion clears, where peace floods your heart like water. But you have to be willing to respond. That's all God is asking. A response, not performance, not works. Just your heart turned toward Him. You've heard it said before, draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. That isn't a suggestion. That's a promise, and He never breaks a promise. Comment 1717 if you're choosing to draw near to Him right now with your whole heart. This word is a gift, a holy interruption. You're not here by accident. The Spirit of God led you here because He's seen how long you've been waiting, and now He's saying, the wait is over. But will you believe it? Will you hold on to this long enough to see it manifest? Or will you let it slip through your fingers because doubt felt easier than faith? God is shifting things even as you read. The spiritual realm is never still. There are battles being won over your life this very moment. Angels are being sent to places you cannot go. Answers are being released from places you didn't expect. What you thought was over is being rewritten. What you gave up on is being restored. This is not hype. This is holy. And if you stay, if you keep listening, you will see the fruit with your own eyes. You are covered. You are not walking through this alone. Even now, the presence of God surrounds you. Even now, His Spirit is working through this word to soften what was hard in you, to calm what was anxious, to rebuild what was broken. That's who He is. He's a builder, a healer, a restorer, and He is not done with you yet. And now He's standing in front of you, speaking once again, very good news is coming for you, but if you leave this, you will cry so much. Because this is not just a word, it's a doorway. It's a moment that heaven has arranged just for you. A turning point. You've been in a place where everything has felt delayed. The prayers you whispered long ago still seem unanswered. The dreams you once believed in feel distant. But here's the truth. God never forgot. He didn't ignore you. He was setting things in order, preparing the path. And now, the path is clear. But the final step, your step, is still required. That's why this moment is not just a suggestion, it's a divine summons. God is saying, before 11:47 p.m., meet me in surrender. Because what's waiting on the other side of obedience will change everything. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are blessings that don't come by striving, they come by surrender. And that's where many of you are right now. At the edge of surrender, at the edge of saying, God, I trust you again. Even after all I've been through, even after the silence, the pain, the disappointments, I still believe. That kind of faith shifts atmospheres. That kind of faith moves the heart of God. And when God moves, nothing can stay the same. The pain has to lift. The chains have to break. The doors have to open. Comment, Amen, if you're ready to trust Him again no matter what. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. And this moment is proof. God doesn't send a word like this to someone He's given up on. He sends it because He still has plans, because your story isn't finished. Because the good news He's promised you has not been cancelled, it's been preserved, held in place until your heart was ready to receive it. And He's saying now, you're ready. So much of what you've walked through was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to strengthen you. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it was unfair. Yes, you questioned everything. But even in the worst moments, God was working, protecting you from what you didn't see, teaching you what you never expected to learn, making your heart stronger, making your spirit wiser. And now He's saying, you've passed the test, now comes the blessing. This is why the enemy has been fighting you harder lately. He knows what's coming. He knows that you're one decision away from stepping into a level of peace and purpose that will silence the lies he's been feeding you for years. But he cannot stop what God has planned. He can only distract you long enough to miss it. Don't give him that victory. Not now. Not when you're so close. This is the time to press in, not pull away. There's something about the timing of God that doesn't always make sense to us. We want everything now. We want the answer yesterday. But God's timing is never rushed and never late. He's never unprepared. He's never guessing. He knows the exact moment your heart will be able to carry what He's about to give you. And if you're reading this, that moment is here. That's why the word is so clear. Listen to me before 11:47 p.m. That hour is not symbolic. It's spiritual. There's a release coming in that moment, and it has your name on it. Comment 222 if you're believing that this time it really is your turn. You've been through seasons where you clapped for others while waiting for your own breakthrough. You've encouraged others while feeling discouraged yourself. You've shown up for others when no one showed up for you. God saw that. He remembers, and He honors it. Nothing you've done in faith has been wasted. Not one prayer, not one tear, not one act of obedience. Heaven keeps records you don't even know exist. And now the reward is approaching. Not because you earned it, but because you endured. This is your hour to come out of survival and step into promise. To stop just getting by and start living in fullness. That's what God has been preparing. Fullness. Peace that doesn't fade. Joy that doesn't disappear when the day ends. Clarity that helps you breathe again. Relationships restored. Purpose made clear. Strength returned. That is what the good news carries. But it is only received when the heart stays near to God. That's why He keeps calling. That's why He keeps saying, stay close, don't walk away. There's a healing that will take place in someone's heart tonight. You've been hurt so deeply by someone you trusted. That pain made you cautious with everyone, even God. But He's not like them. He doesn't lie. He doesn't leave. He doesn't use you and walk away. He stays. He covers. He carries you through. And right now, He's inviting you to let go of the fear that says, I'll just get hurt again. You won't. Not with Him. His hands are safe. His voice is true. And His plans are still good. You can start fresh tonight. You don't need a new year or a perfect moment. You just need an open heart. God can work with that. He can transform your life with that. Don't let shame speak louder than grace. Don't let regret write the rest of your story. Let grace speak. Let mercy guide you back. Before the clock strikes 11:47 p.m., Say, "Yes, Lord, I'm listening, I'm ready." That's all he's been waiting for. But if you walk away from this moment, you will cry so much. It's not just a warning, it's a rescue. He's not telling you this to frighten you. He's telling you this because he knows what's waiting for you if you listen, and he also knows what you'll miss if you don't. You might be wondering, how do I know this is really for me? And here's the truth. If you're here reading these words, then yes, it's for you. God has brought you to this exact place because he sees your need. He sees how long you've been waiting, how long you've been carrying silent burdens. You've been smiling while struggling, giving while feeling empty, holding on when it felt like nothing was holding you. And now God is stepping in to say, "Enough. I am stepping in. I am about to turn things around. The good news that is coming will heal what you thought would never be healed. It will restore what you buried in disappointment. But it is attached to this moment of decision. This is not about being perfect. It's about being present. Present with God, fully open, fully surrendered. There's a breakthrough hovering over your life right now, and it's not just for your comfort, it's for your calling. God is not only trying to bless you, he's trying to prepare you for what's ahead. Comment Amen if you receive this deep in your spirit. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Every detail of your life matters to God. The dreams you gave up on? He hasn't. The doors that shut on you? He remembers. The times you felt invisible? He was watching. Nothing you've walked through has gone unnoticed in heaven. And now the one who never sleeps, never forgets, never fails is telling you, your moment has come, but don't walk away. Not now. Not when the answer is this close. You've cried too many tears for this to pass you by. God wants you to know that he's not frustrated with your doubts. He understands your tiredness, but he also knows your heart is still reaching for him. Even if your hands are weak, even if your prayers have grown quiet, your spirit is still listening, and he's honoring that. He's responding not to the strength of your performance, but to the sincerity of your surrender. That's all he needs. That's all he's asking. There's someone reading this who's been praying about a specific situation, a decision you need to make, a relationship that's been strained, a financial weight that's felt unbearable. God is saying, I see it. I have not turned away. And the answer is closer than you think. But he also wants to remind you, it won't come through panic. It will come through peace. When you turn your heart fully toward him, he will begin to move in ways that will shock you. Comment 1111 if you're choosing peace over panic right now. Maybe you felt like giving up lately. Maybe you've said to yourself, I can't do this anymore. But God is saying, you don't have to do it alone. I will carry you. Just don't give up before the blessing reaches you. This is the moment where things shift, not just in your circumstances, but in your soul, because the real breakthrough begins inside. It begins when you stop striving and start trusting. When you stop trying to make it happen in your own strength and say, God, I give this to you. The reason this moment is so important is because there is a spiritual weight to it. You might not see it, but something is being decided in the heavenly realm. There's a release that's been held back until now, and the only thing that could stop it is a hardened heart. That's why God is pleading with you, not begging, but reaching. His hand is extended. He's not shouting. He's not forcing. He's simply offering. And this may be the last time he whispers it this clearly. Before 11:47 p.m., return to me. This is the hour of clarity. You've been confused, unsure of what step to take next, but God is clearing the fog. He's going to give you answers, direction, peace. But it begins with listening. Before He gives the breakthrough, He gives the invitation. If you respond, He will move. If you hesitate, you may miss what He's been waiting to give. Your faith doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real. You might be scared. That's okay. You might not have it all figured out. That's okay too. God isn't looking for performance. He's looking for surrender. For a heart that says, "Lord, I don't know how you'll do it, but I believe you will." That is the kind of faith that makes room for miracles. What's coming isn't just going to bless you, it's going to bless others through you. Your story will be proof of His faithfulness. People who saw you broken will witness your restoration. Those who watched you struggle will watch you rise. Because God doesn't just bring you out, He lifts you up. He doesn't just heal you, He gives you purpose. Let this be the night that everything changes. Let this be the moment you stop wondering and start walking in trust. Before 11:47 p.m., make time, make space, talk to God. You don't need the right words, you just need a willing heart. He's listening. He's already moving. You are not standing in a normal moment. This is not just another hour in your life. This is a spiritual crossroads, and how you respond will shape the next season of your journey. You've waited, you've prayed, you've hoped, but now God says it's time to act, not in fear, not in panic, but in surrender. He's not asking you to make the miracle happen. He's simply asking you to stay, to listen, and to trust. Because what He's about to do will be far more than you ever imagined. But you must remain under His voice. There's a reason your spirit is stirring, a reason you feel that weight in your chest. It's because your soul recognizes that this is bigger than emotions. God is here, and His presence always demands attention. He never shows up just to pass time. He shows up to transform it. He shows up to mark you, to move things, to lift burdens, to open doors. And He's doing it right now. But this can't be just another moment you forget. This has to be the moment you say, "God, I hear you. I won't leave this time." Comment "Amen" if you are ready to respond to God from the deepest part of your heart. God has seen how many times you almost gave up. He knows the internal battles you never told anyone about, and yet you're still here, still standing, still seeking. And that alone tells heaven that you haven't quit. You haven't fully let go. That little thread of hope you've been holding on to, it's enough. God will take that little bit of faith and do something unshakable with it. He's not asking for perfection, just permission. Permission to step in, permission to lead, permission to heal what you buried a long time ago. Some of you are afraid to hope again. You've hoped before and been let down. You've believed and been broken. But this time is different. Because this time, it's not just your desire, it's God's plan. He has already written good news into your story. The ending of this season will not be sorrow. It will be joy. It will be peace. It will be a restoration that makes you forget the years of struggle. But to walk into that ending, you must stay connected to the one writing it. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The enemy wants you to believe that this word is too late for you, that you've missed too much, that you've waited too long. But the devil is a liar. God's promise doesn't expire. His mercy doesn't run out. And His plan for you hasn't changed. What he spoke over your life years ago still stands. But now is the moment to grab hold of it again, to stop sitting in regret, to stop reliving old pain, to rise up in faith and say, I'm still here and I still believe. Comment 333 if you are choosing faith over fear in this moment. God's not calling you to carry this on your own. You were never meant to. That's why you felt so overwhelmed, because you've been holding weight that only He was meant to bear. Tonight He's saying, lay it down, trust me, let me handle it. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. That's what sons and daughters do. They lean into their Father when they can't carry it anymore. And your Father is ready to lift it, ready to fight for you, ready to bring peace to the places that have been in chaos for too long. There's a specific promise God has made to you that you've tucked away. Maybe you stopped talking about it. Maybe you convinced yourself it was just your imagination. But God hasn't forgotten. That promise is still alive, and tonight He's breathing on it again. He's reigniting your spirit, not just to believe in it, but to prepare for it. The reason He's been calling so strongly, so clearly, is because what's coming requires your full attention. You can't sleepwalk through this season. You need to be awake, aware, and aligned with Him. This is your invitation to return, not to religion, not to rules, but to relationship, to presence, to the quiet, sacred place where your spirit meets His and everything else fades. That's where healing happens. That's where direction comes. That's where identity is restored. And tonight, that door is wide open, but you must walk through it before it closes. 11:47 p.m. is not just a time, it's a line being drawn. Will you cross it? Will you meet Him there?